Good morning, all of you. Students, all of you know about the importance of water, and you already studied about the availability, importance, and uses of water in previous classes. Now, we tend to think of water as a very common and easily available substance. We are therefore often not very careful about using it judiciously. However, we all know and realize the importance of water in our daily life. In fact, it is the presence of water on the earth that is one of the main reasons for the survival of all forms of life on it. So, today we are going to start the chapter water, in which we discuss about the availability of water on earth, then different local sources of water, groundwater and water table, then scarcity of water, water management, wastewater management. All these things we will discuss one by one. Water is present in all its three forms, that is solid form, in which it is present as ice, liquid in water, and gaseous form, that is water vapor on the earth. Water in its liquid form is available in oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, and ponds on the surface of the earth. It occurs in its frozen form on polar ice caps and glaciers. Its gaseous or vapor form is present in air that surround us. Water is present in abundance, but it is still scarce. About 97% of all the water on earth is present in oceans and seas. This water is very salty and cannot be used for our daily needs. Only 3% of water on the earth is fresh water, which is good for human use. Most of this fresh water, however, occurs as snow in the form of glaciers and ice caps or as water vapor in air. Some amount of fresh water is present as groundwater. This may be used for some purposes, but it is often not readily available. It is only 0.3% of fresh water present in rivers, lakes, and streams that is readily available for use. Uh, the diagram which is on the screen, which shows the availability of water in different sources. Now, local sources of water. Earlier, there was no proper system of water supply. People had to fetch water from rivers, lakes, or ponds. Even today, at some places, people have to travel long distances to fetch water for their daily needs. We all know that in cities, water is supplied through a water supply system maintained by the civic agencies. Water from rivers or lakes is purified in a water treatment plant and is then supplied through a network of pipes to homes, offices, and schools. Groundwater and water table. Most of the rainwater and water from rivers and ponds seeps through the soil and goes underground. This water is trapped in the space between the underground rocks. The upper layer of this water is called the water table, and the water below the layer is known as groundwater. Groundwater is drawn from wells, tube wells, or hand pumps and is used for irrigation as well as for our daily needs. We know that nearly three-fourths of the surface of Earth is covered with water. Then also we face shortage of water. Now we will discuss about the scarcity of water. Water is considered precious as it supports life on earth. But the amount of readily available and usable water on earth is decreasing alarmingly. We are therefore facing an acute shortage of water. Some of the major reasons of shortage of water are Water bodies on earth receive water mainly from rainfall. The amount of rainfall in most regions has decreased. This has happened due to many factors. Some of them are deforestation, increase in construction activity, increase in number of vehicles and industries. As the amount of rainfall decreases, farmers depend more on groundwater for irrigation. Hence, level of groundwater is constantly decreasing with increase in population. Demand for water has increased whereas its resources have depleted. This causes a shortage or scarcity of water. Students, we will discuss water management and wastewater management in next class. So that's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.